Welcome back to my channel, guys, and today we're going to talk about March 26th. Happy birthday, all right? Birthday present from me to you. Okay, so first thing about people born on March 26th is their innocence, okay? They're very beautiful. They have this childlike nature about them, this childlike innocence about them, very kind of cute people. I didn't say y'all were innocent. You're that person that if something complex is happening or it appears complex and everyone is really struggling to figure it out, you're really not going to say nothing. You probably more so take a step back and then kind of say, well, why didn't we just do this? And everybody would kind of be stunned like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. But it's very basic. It's very simple. So you have a very simple way of approaching challenges, and they don't like complicated people. So if you're one of those people in their life, whether it's in a relationship or you are friends with them or associate, whatever the means are, they're likely to not be in your presence as much. If they can avoid it, they will. If you're dating them and you're too much, that's just going to be what it is. Like, another thing about you guys is your ability to detach. Now, this can be a positive or a negative thing, depending on how you look at it, but you can detach psychologically. Like, literally, somebody can be talking to you and, you're looking at them or you're drifting off the space, but you're not really listening. For some people, this works to their advantage because it means that they're really in control of their own energy field, and that's their ability to kind of block out how people impact their energy. So if they're in a negative environment, it's easy for them to detach from the negativity that's happening by just zoning out. Okay. Another detaching thing that you guys do is you actually physically detach. So you're one of those people that can be by yourself for a very long period. And I don't mean like single, I mean like you just isolated pretty much. So you can kind of isolate yourself for longer periods of time and nothing is wrong. In other words, this period of time is important for you because it's where you recharge. Your time alone is super important for you because this is where you really engage with being grounded. So the root chakra is what gives you that superpower, in essence. It's where you get all the spontaneity and energy, the ability to be honest, to be present with your friends. Is if you are not grounded, then it's a real struggle for you to do any of the other things that require for you to be engaged in. So how you get grounded. For you, when it comes to taking time to yourself, you usually have like a favorite place that you go to. Some people born on March 26th tend to lean a little bit more towards the outdoorsy lifestyle, and that's because as we know, things like earth or water, any one of nature's gifts really provide a grounding energy. So a lot of times people are drawn to these kind of activities or whatnot. But whatever it is, you actually are very aware as to what it is that keeps you grounded or gets you in a place where you feel motivated. So even if you don't recognize it as I'm grounded, it's more so maybe recognizable as now I feel energized, or now I feel like I can go out and I can do this and I can do whatever. For other people, this involves being in a place that other people are. But for you, being by yourself really works better than in the company of people when it comes to you finding your grounding energy. You tend to work at your own pace, and you're very aware that you have your way of doing things, and a lot of those ways might be might not be what the average person would choose to go about doing it. So unconventional maybe. But you work at your own pace. You're not in a rush to get it done. And this often leads to you being more relaxed. Now, nothing wrong with being relaxed, but because you have such a relaxed energy or laid back energy about you, it's also the thing that hinders you from moving forward at times, because there are times when you really need to push forward, and instead of pushing forward, you're really still laid back in a relaxed mood. So that works against you at times, and it's something to be aware of. You also tend to hold back sometimes, so that goes hand in hand with being relaxed, not pushing forward when you really need to push forward. And with that being said, you are one of the people that are very aware of your abilities. So if you can't really do something, you're very realistic in telling people, well, that's outside of my scope. That's not going to happen, or that's outside of my abilities. You're very upfront and realistic, while other people may take on the challenge and then realize they can't do it. You're very aware as to what your abilities are, what your capabilities are, and you're upfront with telling people those things. And who doesn't like that? If you give someone your word, you're committed to it, because again, you don't step outside of what your abilities are. So if you tell someone, hey, this is what I'm gonna do, or this is how I got you, you usually come through. If you have someone, March 26, person in your life as a friend, they're very reliable as a friend, because their circle is not that huge and they don't like the nonsense. So they don't like the nonsense, they don't like the complications, they ain't even gonna run you down. But if you're a friend to somebody who's March 26, they definitely stick it through with you. It doesn't matter how many years have gone by, they are some of the most loyal friends to have. Okay, if you kind of 1 foot in, 1 foot out the circle, they're not really pondering to pull you in and keep you in. If you want to go, they respect that. The support of your family in some shape, form, or capacity is important to you. You're that person where if you have that support, you really cherish it, you nurture it, you give back, you committed. You're also that person that if for whatever reason it's not there, you still find what you need to move forward. Where there's some people kind of get stuck on it, or they continuously try, or they can't let it go. You're not that person. You're all in or you're all out. And the final thing is, you guys are slow to start a family. Maybe catch you in your 30s. I don't know. But you're slow to start a family. You're not in a rush for that either. So this is all I have for people born on March 26th. Like, comment, share. Again, happy birthday.